Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Speak Up Now podcast, and I'm your host, Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, back with another episode, back with another important, back with another fascinating, and back with another topic that's going to make you think, make me think, and hopefully impact others in a good way and in a important way. So, if you're a new viewer, thank you for tuning in for your first episode. And if you're a return viewer, well, you know what it is. Much love to you. So, if you're a new viewer, make sure. Whoa! What are you doing? You forgetting to hit the subscribe button? Stop it! What are you doing? You watching the Speak Up Now podcast, and you watching your host Darius Silver, aka Mr. GQ, give you some unbelievable content. What are you doing? I need you to subscribe right now. Check out my social media platforms that you see on the screen: Facebook, Instagram, and this platform, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you continue to tune in and watch the full episode. Come on now. This is the Speak Up Now podcast, where we're inspiring others to speak up and do better. Come on now, subscribe. Come on, subscribe. All right, let's get you back to the full episode. Boom. Make sure you pay attention to how we do things on this podcast and how we do things in general. So make sure you pay attention. So if you're ready for today's episode, go ahead and say it with me. Let's ride. So today's episode is something that's important to me, important to others, hopefully important to people out there that's watching this episode. And this episode definitely might affect, might ruffle some feathers, but I'm okay with that because this is my opinion. It's my platform, and it's about inspiring others to speak up. So for today's episode is about DEI and DEI programs being pushed back or taken away because many reasons why, but federal level reasons, the president's reasons, the corporate America's reasons, and reasons that people want to do take 10 steps back instead of taking steps forward. And if you don't know what DEI stands for, it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And this is important because DEI was meant to take steps forward, not take steps back. And I feel like DEI is misconstrued in so many ways, at least on one side of the aisle compared to another side of the aisle. And I'm gonna say this, I'm just gonna say this right now, get this out the way, to make this bold statement. DEI wasn't meant to throw shade on my Caucasian counterparts. And that's what most people think it is when people think about DEI. DEI is only for Black people, African Americans, it's only for people of color. No, DEI is meant for everybody. For example, people think that an all-white company only has DEI programs or should have DEI programs. No. An all-black company should be diverse as well, with Caucasian counterparts as well. So when I think about DEI programs being taken back or erased from this world, it ruffles my feathers, it pisses me off, and it irritates me to see society, people, companies, government celebrate and be happy that it's being taken away, like it was like DEI is some poison. That's what pisses me off the most, like DEI is a poison. When I hear statements from the president now, who is the President Trump, who said this DEI is being taken back because now we can go back to being merit, or that everything's based on merit. Well, so you're saying that before DEI came into the conclusion, all these years ago, you're saying that there was merit back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and 80s? That's what you're saying? Or that's what these companies are saying? That's what these corporations are saying? That's what corporate America is saying? That's what government is saying now? So you're saying the world has always been, and jobs have always have been about merit? That's what you're saying to me. Like I don't understand when people, average people who are in leadership positions, people who run companies, people who make decisions not just for their lives but for society's lives and people's lives, who make these decisions just to benefit one side of the aisle. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I'm targeting my Caucasian counterparts. I'm targeting such and such. I'm targeting the meaning behind why it's being taken away. And we all know why it's being. And the people who have been following information, the factual information has been put out there, knows why it's being taken away. And the companies that we all been to, all dear and love, been through, you want to know some of the companies who are taking DEI programs away? It's because one, they want to, two, they feel like they have to, and three, because they know if they don't, there's gonna be repercussions from the man that is in charge of our country right now. So give them consequences. Companies like Lowe's, companies like Walmart, companies like John Deere, companies like McDonald's. I could go on and on and on. There'll probably be more companies over this period of time that my African American counterparts, my minority counterparts work for, feel like their voices have been taken away of trying to help minorities and trying to help people develop and trying to help people take a step forward in their lives and careers, are being threatened just because people who are so focused on the past, focused on decades ago, want to take this country back. Since you guys like statistics, and my people who say I don't bring facts, right? I'm gonna name some facts for you guys, right? Number one of my facts I'm gonna bring. 78% of employees who respond to a Harvard business study said that organizations that lack leadership positions lack innovation, lack company culture. That's one statistic. Another statistic: inclusive companies get 2.3 times more cash flow per employee. Like, people think DEI, that's another statistic, but people think DEI is all about excluding my Caucasian counterparts, excluding white men, excluding one side of the aisle, and people think it's all about just hiring black folks, hiring black women, hiring minorities just so they could get a job. It's more than that. DEI is about creating a positive environment, positive culture. And you're saying that merit does that. People say, I heard one CEO said this: we hire based on performance. Well, we have been hiring based on performance now. It will always be had back in the day. Well, there was many qualified African Americans, qualified women, qualified minority women who was qualified 40, 50 years ago. And was you guys hiring them based on performance and merit back then? Yes or no? DEI was put in place not to guarantee people to get a job, but to help them to develop and give them a path, a opportunity to where they might be able to succeed, not guarantee them. That's what people don't understand. So when DEI programs was created, it wasn't meant to give them a guaranteed shot. There's many jobs out there that have DEI programs 4, 5, 6 years ago, and many African Americans applied for roles in a company that had programs and still didn't get jobs. It was all about a opportunity, all about a path to say I might can develop in this role, I might can get this role based off opportunity and merit and performance, but a doorway to get in without having to face double standards and obstacles that other counterparts might not have to face. That's what people don't understand about DEI. It wasn't meant about a guaranteed yes. It was all DEI was about a opportunity to get a yes, or to get a here's a way to get a yes. People don't understand that. You guys like I'm telling you guys like statistics though, right? Another one. Diverse teams are 87% better at making decisions. Diverse teams. Not just African Americans, but women. Different religions of women, different races of women, right? Including white men, including white women. But I'm gonna keep on going. Again, this has been surveyed by many companies like McKinsey, like Glassdoor, like Inside Stride, like Strata. Another statistic that I might want to add that people feel, not just average people like myself, but people who make key decisions. 69% of executives rate diversity and inclusion as an important issue. But that 31% of executives feel like that people who are minorities don't feel that they're important to have an opportunity. Is that what that statistic is saying? That's just a question. I'm gonna give one more fact. One more factual, since you guys say I don't bring facts to the table. Again, this is from a direct source of Harvard Business Studies and surveys from McKinsey, Glassdoor, etc. All right. I'm trying to find the best one. I'm gonna say this. When over 68% of white Americans have the necessary education and skills to access most jobs, compared to 39% of Hispanic Americans and 55% of Black Americans. I'm gonna read that one more time. When over the age of 25, 68% of white Americans have the necessary education and skills to access most jobs, compared to only 39% of Hispanic Americans and 55% of Black Americans. With DEI being taken away, where do you think those numbers are going to go? Up or down? Let me ask you again. Up or down? Again, DEI wasn't meant to give a guaranteed yes to someone. It was meant to give an opportunity to someone, that opportunities come by double standards against, for again, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, women, minority women. Again, even opportunities for Caucasian as well. I'm not against my Caucasian counterparts. I love all people, white, Black, Hispanic, Asian Americans, the whole nine. I love all people. But to say that DEI is not an important issue or needs to be taken away, or DEI is not helping people, is only pushing people away, let that sink in. It pisses me off so bad that people have to feel like they can't say anything about these issues just because they're afraid of backlash. There's many jobs being taken away in this corporate America, and jobs in general, who come from DEI opportunities, DEI programs, DEI development skills, DEI paths, who help them gain skills, gain quality education, create a better lives for themselves. Isn't that what America is all about? Isn't that what this country claims? Isn't that what this country strives to be? We are a land of opportunity. And there's many programs out there, financial programs, that benefit others or benefit some communities opposed to others. But do you see those being taken away or those being criticized? But the one program that's meant to help everybody is suddenly being under scrutiny just because it's that program has the quotation, has the story about being only about black people and helping black people when it's really about helping others. But before I get more and more upset and pissed off, I'm gonna close with this. Do I think DEI will come back? Honestly, if we could get through these 4 years, because to be honest with you, in 4 years, it's not coming back on time soon with the government we have in place, with the Senate we have in place, with the Congress we have in place, with the president we have in place, even with state and local authorities. It's not coming back anytime soon. So I think it's gonna come back. Of course, I'm the most optimistic person you could probably think of. But will it come back anytime soon? No. In maybe another election year, I can see that happening. But it's sad that in all these next 2 to 3 years, 4 years really, that DEI is pretty much gone, but it's gonna be non-existent. But I want this episode, to spark a conversation, to spark someone to express how they feel about it, to express someone how they feel about a topic that affects them. Because this topic not just affects me as a minority, me as a black man, but affects my Caucasian counterparts who feel that DEI is helping their peers, or DEI is helping people on the minority side. That's what it's all about. So this episode topic is an important topic, a topic that might ruffle some feathers, but it's a topic that I feel like I wanted to have and needed to be said. And if it affects you, makes you feel something uncomfortable, well, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but my opinion is my opinion, and your opinion is your opinion. So, yeah, that's for today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys took something from this in a positive way, or in a however you want to take it. But if you like today's episode, go ahead and subscribe. If you have your opinion about this subject, go ahead and leave a comment. No matter if it's good, bad, ugly, negative, go ahead and leave it. And come back next week. Come back again for the Speak Up Now podcast episode. So let's go and end this thing out the right way. So if you're a new viewer, make sure you pay attention. Stay mellow. Keep that mellow mind. Stay focused on that narrow path. As my man Cam Newton says, one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love. Boom.